Thank you very much. Who's keeping the time? I want you to keep the time because I want to be on time. All right. So, I'm going to conclude by doing something very, very practical. Now, if I could, let me ask this question. If I could show you a way that you can live tonight and begin to influence tonight, if I could show you a clear strategy for you to do that, would you think that would have been worth your coming here? So I'm going to be very, very practical. I'm not going to talk theory. I'm going to tell you exactly how you can be influential. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready? So I want you to write down this question because I'm going to use a question in order to do this. Okay? I want you to write down 3 things, and so you're going to write. I'm saying you are going to write down 3 things that followers are seeking for in the person that would be their leader. So write it down because you need to write down. So what I'm going to be giving you are 3 things that followers are looking for in their leader. So whoever their leader is going to be, they are looking for 3 things. Okay? 3 things that every follower is looking for in their leader. Now, why do you think I am talking to you about 3 things that every follower is looking for in a leader? Why am I? Because I'm teaching you about leadership, but I'm talking about what followers are looking for. So what am I trying to do?
It's foundational. I'm thinking so.
Think about the question. But why? Why am I talking? Because I'm teaching you to be a leader. Then I'm asking and I'm saying, I'm going to give you 3 things that every follower is looking for in a leader. So what am I trying to do?
So I can develop those competence, those skills in me. So that followers can see that in me and follow me.
Come on. That's it. Because if you are going to be attracting a group of persons, if you're going to attract something, you better know what attracts the thing. If you're going to catch fish, you better know what the fish eats so that I can put it in the bait. You see, you don't catch fish on your own terms. You don't say, I like corn and granite like me. And because I'm a village boy, you say that means I will be getting the corn and granite if they should like to. No. You don't catch fish on your terms. You catch fish on the fish's terms. Now, when you have caught the fish, then you can do whatever you want now to do to the fish. But you must catch it first. That's why the Bible says, anybody who wins souls must be wise. Because you win souls on their terms, not on your terms. Right? So, 3 things that every follower is looking for. Number 1. Not looking for. Let me put it this way. I want to design in a way that you will never forget. 3 things that every follower is asking. Yes. 3 questions. 3 questions that every follower is asking, including you. Because you too are following somebody. And by the way, if you see someone who is following no one, then run away. Because they're the wrong person. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. So if you have never followed, you don't have the right to be followed. Yes. The centurion said, I am a man under authority, and I have authority, and I tell one servant, go, and he goes and tell the one, come here, and he comes. Say a word, and it will be so. So, 3 questions every follower is asking the person that will lead them. Number 1, can I trust you? Can I trust you? That's the first question. Now that I have told you the question, what is your role, your uttermost role as a leader? To be a trustworthy person. Let me even make it even more pertinent. If I want her to follow me, the first thing I just need to do is to ask myself, with what I say, the way I do things, with my behavior, my attitude, I ask myself, can she trust that? And if I cannot answer the question whether she can trust what I just did, then my leadership is already put to question, and I can never really succeed to lead her. Can she trust me? You see, again, I've told you I learned many things from the Bible, right? Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. That is a lot of trust. Somebody said that because the Lord is my shepherd, I think Good News says, I have everything that I need. What? That is a lead. You know, shepherd means leader. In other words, the Lord is my leader, and because he is my leader, there is nothing I will ever want that I don't want. What kind of a trust is that? And then you and me are called to be shepherds of the flock that God has given us. You, all of us, are shepherds. Then can your shepherd say, Madison is my shepherd, I shall not want? Can somebody say like that about you? Because they trust that if I need some, if I call him now, if he will do any and everything to make sure that something happens. Can somebody say that about you? Because Jesus was setting for us an example that we should follow in his steps. So, when you want to be somebody's leader, then the thing that you come to, the thing that you say to them is not that, do you know that I'm the bishop? Do you know that I'm a prophet of God? No, the thing that you do is you simply begin to behave in ways that spell trust without saying trust. You begin to all of your actions, everything that you do is just saying, I trust. So good example. You say to them, I'm going to call you tomorrow at 2:00. How many people here have I ever promised that I'm going to do something or give you a call or anything? Anybody? Did I call you on the time? There are some things that, again, people think that this is a rocket science. If you tell somebody, I am going to be here at this time, be there at that time, come sun, come rain, you are going to show up at that time. The Bible says there is a man who swears and, what is that thing again? Who swears and, like who swears to his hurt and will not change it. Who swears to his hurt and will not change it. So when I say to somebody, I give them my word. I say, I am going to do this. In fact, this is what I do. I prefer to under promise and over deliver. You know, there's some people say, they say, oh no, don't worry, I will do it. months afterwards, it's still no worry. I will do it. So I rather say, I don't know if I will, but if I will do it. And then do it instead. Because they are now thinking, oh, maybe not, then than to promise and not deliver. If you say you are going to do it, then do it. Now, if you say you are going to show up, then you have to show up. And at the time and how you said you will show up. You say a word and you keep it. That is what brings trust. Right? That is what brings trust. I had a meeting today in my hotel. So there was a couple that was supposed to come and meet me. They were supposed to meet me at 11. Yes, because I wanted to meet with them from 11 to 11:30. Then I have 30 minutes now to drive to here. And exactly 11:46, they called me and they told me we are downstairs at the lobby. When they said that, what that told me is this couple, it just told me who they are without having even talked to them just yet. Because anybody who comes 15 minutes before the time, that means that meeting was important to them. So what that speaks to me is that whatever you are going to say to them, really, because this is how much it means to them. But some of us, we walk in 30 minutes afterwards and we don't even have apologies. We're just saying, oh, like, you should be happy that I even came. Like, yeah, you should be happy. I mean, I even came. Again is, can I trust you? Simple things like church service begins at 10. It starts at 10. So let me tell you what I do in my life. Like my phone, some of you are holding these phones. I always tell people, okay, this one is called, what is this called? Not just a mobile phone. Say it again. Try again. Huh? Android phone. Say it again. No, this you don't know whether it's smart. I tell people, don't be carrying around a smartphone when you are a dumb person. You know why I'm saying so? Because this smartphone can program everything you want in it. You can program, and I live according to alarms. On my clock is full of alarms. If I have a meeting, so every meeting that I have, every crucial meeting that I have, my clock, I put set alarms for everything, right? It will alarm if it is a meeting that I need to think about what I'm going to say. I'll put an alarm 1 hour to the time so that I start thinking, putting my thoughts together. Then 30 minutes to the time, and even if I'm going to meet online, right? If I'm going to go somewhere for the meeting, I will know the time, I will calculate the time. If the place is going to be like 15 minutes, then I'll give myself 30 minutes. So that in case there is traffic, I know that by worst case scenario, I arrive on time. That's the worst. I'm on time. So that means if it's not the worst, I'm before time. Now, how many people here have attended my mentorship program online? Okay. Now, when you came to mentorship, mentorship starts at 5 a.m. Cameroon time. When you come into the mentorship program, 1 minute after time, the meeting is on already. You have missed 1 minute. Am I talking sense? The meeting always starts 30 minutes before. People are already there just discussing, hanging out, so that by the top of the hour, it starts. What does that do? That tells me that, again, you can trust us. We're not going to come in and say, oh, we are sorry. And I've been running this thing for 10 years. And there is no day that meeting did not hold. I have been here in Cameroon and all that time. You know what I did? Before I left the US, because I knew that internet in Cameroon can be interesting, I recorded my lessons and put them, my administrators in charge. And when I was here, going in and out, whatever, the thing was going on, and everybody was benefiting from what they are supposed to benefit. So I will not come here and say, oh, you see, the things in Cameroon, you don't even believe it. You knew before coming to Cameroon that internet would be a problem. What did you do? Oh, the traffic, you know, marché. Is it today that you heard that there's a marché? You know that when there was marché, so you had to plan how you will go past marché bay beforehand. When you do that, it means that thing is important. And listen to me, life opens up to you when you really get serious. When you are serious with life, life will be very serious with you. When life is looking for somebody serious, life will first of all put you apart first. And then when it has satisfied you, they will look for the other people again that are loitering around the streets. So, can I trust you? So start managing your time so seriously. That word says, I can trust you. I can trust you. I can trust you. When you say something, do it. If you are not sure, say I am not sure, and say I don't know if I would be able to do that, and be clear about it. So that is number one. Second question that every follower. So what you need to now do when you go home from here for question number one. When you go home from here, ask yourself, put down people's names, because it's easier. Put down the people whom you want to follow you. Yeah? Write down their names. Right? And then they'll start asking a more direct question. You see, what can I do for Pastor Tumi to trust me? You see, when you ask that direct, you see, it's no longer in hypotheticals and no. What can I do for him to trust me? Now, you see, it comes down to the wire. Now, you have to have clear plans. It was Bright who said that he has to design plans. So, start designing it now, Bright. Start designing and then and in fact, for a pastor of a church, just look at all your deacons or your elders and say, what can I do for this person to trust me? What can I do that will make this person trust me? Just like that. And then start designing a plan. That is your plan for influence. Okay? Question number 2. The second question that every follower is asking is, do you care about me? 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 Now, why is that important to you as a leader? Why is that question important to you as a leader? Again, why is that question important to you as a leader? Nobody knows. Why is that question important to you if you must lead somebody?
Thank you. That question is important to me because people don't care how much you know, but how much you really care. That's why it's important to me.
So people don't care how much you know until they know that you care. Okay, what is the reason again?
People already care about themselves, but to care about others is something that not everybody does.
So that is what the leader does. The leader goes the extra mile of caring for others, while everybody cares about themselves.
For me, I think to answer this question, do you care about me? Simply meaning that the way I think about you, is it the same way you think about me? That is it. So if I care to listen to you, do you care to hear my own opinions?
Okay. That's another way to take it. Good. I like that thought. Yes. And remember why I'm asking this question is, why is this question important for you now to begin to help to lead others?
Okay, I think that many people, they really want to know if you are just using them to accomplish your own goals without really caring what is going on in their lives. That works for ministry, that works for business. Yes, I called, I'm sick, I cannot come to work. And all you can say, okay, make sure you get well soon and come back tomorrow or after 2 days. Yes, you just, is Deacon Emma there? Why is he not there? He's always late. And nobody cares whether he lost his job or his wife put to bed and they are struggling.
Do you care for me? You see, every day I see how one of the things that really breaks my heart, Pastor Harmony, especially for pastors, is that we're having the people that we worship in Africa as pastors. As far as I'm concerned, they're just using the people. Yeah. Do you remember when who's this musician? Is it who died in Nigeria? The lady musician who died. Osinachi, right? You know, when she died, then lots of things came up, and they say, all of that, and then who know? And he's singing for all of the people. Everybody is inviting her for a program. There's a song we used to sing in the Baptist church. No one seems to care. No one seems to care. No one seems to care for my soul. Right? See that? That's a problem. So imagine that people they went to this church, they were trying to use them. They went to the other church, they were trying to take their money and do the building project. They went to the other one was looking for their car so that they can give to the man of God. And then you come now, suddenly some church, they really are not for the car, not for the money, just for the person. Do you now see why for the rest of their lives, wherever that church is going, they are going to go there? Do you see? They came to this other company. First day, report to work at this time, work till this time, work overtime, no thank yous. You said they are going to close at 5, but there is no day they ever close at 5. Every time they close at 6, and have never been paid an extra 1 hour for all of those times. Then suddenly you go to another company, and then they tell you have worked today. I will release you an hour before so that you can go and take care of your family. Do you now see why this person will stay with this company for as long as they can? Leadership. Do you care? If you can answer that question in anybody in your life, come on. Why are there divorces? Why do relationships break? Because somebody discovered that the other person did not have their best interests at heart. And so they said, better for me to go away. Yes. Do you care? Simple. So, in other words, write down the names of the people you want to lead and start asking yourself, what can I do to show him that I care? No. Do I care? No, do I care? What can I do to show him that I care? And then, let me ask you, when you ask that question, what can I do to show him that I care? What are think about somebody that you need to do this to. And then answer to me now what you will do to show that you care. Just tell me one thing that you will do to show that you care. Come on, anybody. Think about somebody, a real person. Yes. you're wasting my time, right? You don't know how to care. You don't know what you can do to show somebody that you care. So one of the ways could just be to call, because you don't normally call. Or even if you call, maybe you call once in a blue moon. Now you start calling once in a red moon. Right? Now, and this is very specific. So now, if I wanted to show Yvonne, by the way, I love Yvonne so much. Can you just? She's a darling. So if I want to show her that I care, now again, you don't care for people on your terms. You care for them on their terms. So if I want to show her that I care, and I came to her, and I noticed that she was having a financial problem that I can solve, then that becomes an opportunity. It will be like, what? I have been looking for, I have gotten my chance now. My moment has come. My hour has come. Let the name of the Lord be glorified right now. And then when I therefore provide that financial need, she is thinking that she is blessed. But, yeah, she thinks she is blessed. But who do you think is really blessed? That is why the Bible says it is more blessed to give than to receive. Why? Because by giving, I gained her as an addition to my life. So she will always be in my life because I did show her that I care. So care for another person might just be sit down and listen to their story. Nobody has ever listened to their story. Every time he wants to say something, I say, story long, not time short. So you always cut them off. Nobody has ever sat down to listen to their story. And then you come now and you listen to them. And you're not listening to that, you will now preach them 5 ways in which you can change your life. Just listen to them for listening. And just listen to them and say, wow, thank you for sharing this personal story. This meant a lot to me. I never knew about that. I never knew. Thank you very much for sharing this. And then you just go. Now, you have shown them that you care because you gave them your time and your ears and your heart. So when we say show them that you care, it's not a generic something. You have to tailor it to the way, you have to show care to them the way they receive care. So, one of the things that I do every often when I want to show people that I love them, right? Because I have hundreds of people around the world, even thousands, that are that I'm responsible for. So you know what I do? So every time I plan it, so it's not something that you just do haphazard. I plan it. There's a time I just take my phone and then I'll call. And every time I call, some people almost collapse when they see my number. They're like, what has happened? What is going on and all that? And people that are not in my, if you're in my inner circle, call is a normal thing I do to you, right? But people that are outside of my normal circle, and they'll be like, what is it? And I say, well, just call to check on you. Tell me, what about this? What about that? What about that? And when I finish that call, guess what? They're just like, wow. Maybe there's a program that they didn't want to come to. Now they have just... because you have shown that you care. And then don't do that. That's why, again, in ethical leadership, don't do that to manipulate them. Because if you do that, they will come, but then they came by manipulation, not because you really love them. So do it for the right reasons. Do it for the right motive. The action is the same, but the intentions are different. And God does not look at the action. God looks at the intention. Man looks at the outward. God looks at the heart. Yes. You see what I'm trying to say? So, last question that every follower is asking. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? So, if you are a leader who is not always looking for opportunities to help, then you are not really a leader. Every leader is always looking for an opportunity to help. Because when you help them, then you open up for them to really follow you. Because leaders are helpers. In fact, leaders are helpers. And I told you that all of my examples, most of my examples are always, again, from the Bible, right? There's a very big song that we like to sing in Africa. My helper, my helper. Can you say, right? Something makes me to, what's that? See, so you even follow God because He's your helper. Then you want people to follow you when you are not willing to help them. Come on, people. Come on, people. The Bible says that even the Holy Spirit is your help. That's why you follow Him. That's why you love God. That's simple. So now take it, if God didn't care for you, if God didn't, if you couldn't trust God, and if He didn't care for you, and He wouldn't help you, will you follow Him? Really? You see what I'm saying? Simple. You see, again, we were talking about how you can demonstrate to somebody that you care. One of the ways to demonstrate for somebody that you care is simply to tell them up front and with a sincere heart that you truly care. Did you know that that's what God did for us? What is John 3:16 all about? So He said that I do really love you. Like, that's what He loved so much that He gave His only begotten Son. That was it, to demonstrate that He really cares. If He just said so He demonstrated. The Bible said, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for the ungodly. He demonstrated it. He was not just telling stories about it. So that's why I said, when you think about somebody, I said, how can I show it? How can I demonstrate it? So sometimes it will just be like telling them that you truly care for them and mean it. Sometimes, sometimes you have to, see, love is expensive. Right? Sometimes, take a taxi, go to somebody's home, arrive there, surprise them, and then just say, well, you know what? I just came to check on you. I really had nothing to do. I just wanted to check on you. So I just want to say, now that you are fine, I will go back. You are paid 500 francs already. But you are doing it intentionally because you want them to know that they are that important that you can spend 500 francs just to come and check them. Not because you have a secret agenda that you're going to discuss something else. You see what I'm saying? So, 3 questions. Number 1, what is the question? Can I trust you? Number 2, do you care about me? Number 3, can you help me? Now, if you as an intending leader say yes to question 1, yes to question 2, yes to question 3, you have 3 on 3, you have an A grade, you will lead. Simple. Very, very practical. Simple. So when you go out today, start looking for opportunities. So when people are talking, be listening to their language, because in their language they might say something. You might notice that they need help. You can provide information that they don't have. And they're talking like there may something that you may say that may show that you care. Today I talked with probably the only 2 people I talked with on the phone today, like me calling them. I called 2 ladies, right? One of them is a single mother. She lost the husband, and she's taking care of her children. One of them has a husband that has abandoned her with the children, and she's just struggling with the children. When I called the first, and I said to her, I said, Esther, I want you to know that you are such an extraordinary mother. I see what you do for your children. I know your husband is not there to say that to you, but as your mentor, and I see what you do, how you work hard for these children, I want to say, thank you for doing that. Thank you for being a selfless mother, going out of your way to do that. Because you know what? Nobody tells her that. She doesn't have a husband to tell her that. The second one I called and I told her, I said, I want you to know that because she is, I see how she's laboring for her girl and doing everything. The girl is a singer. She's taking her to practice so that she can practice and perfect her singing and all. Piano, buy a piano so that, and like, I said, man, thank you, man. You are going out of your way without their father caring and all that. You just do that. Do you know what it meant to those two women? They were just like, and they were like, thank you. I needed to hear this. What is the cost of saying the things that I said and that call? Well, how much does that call cost? Well, that cost seems to cost nothing, but look at the impact that it created in their lives. And then I told the other one, I said, by the way, the last time I saw you, you were really looking good. Which means that you are doing as much as you can to take good care of yourself. That is wonderful. You know? But as their mentor, guess what? It just tells them. And then, the other one told me that I did not know that you were watching me and to know how. I say, yes, because I care. Why should I be watching you if I don't? If I don't, whether you wear red or wear light blue, red, green, whatever, that's not my business, right? But when you say that I care. So, when you leave here today, will you become leaders? True leaders. Influential leaders. Yes. So all you need to do is to make sure you answer these questions practically in the lives of anybody that you want to be their leader. Write down their name. Again, that's because that's the best way. Don't make it generic. You say, I'll call. No. Check, find out what it is that they care about. Okay? Let me just tell you one more thing. I know my time is out now. You see this lady that I told you that has that lost the husband, that has children. So let me tell you a funny story. So I was talking with her. Okay, she lives in the United Kingdom. She lives in Britain. So she sent one of the sons home to Cameroon to come and do their GCE. Because in the UK, if you do the GCE in the UK, if you don't have a particular kind of result, they will not let you repeat it. They will just let it be like that. But she believed that he can do better. But they will not let that happen there. They will just say, go ahead, whatever you have. But she wants the child to go to a good school. So she sent the child to Cameroon to come and study. All right? So I was talking with her about the child and said, and she said, oh my God, do you not believe it? The child is just enjoying to speak Pidgin English because he was born there and groomed out there. He had never. So he comes here and hears people speaking Pidgin English and he's struggling and doing everything to speak Pidgin English, right? So, and she was just telling me about her family, but I took notice of that. So when we were flying back from Kigali, we flew from Kigali and then, I was taking a stopover in London. So when we landed in London, and then all of the people that were Kigali people, we kind of connected, and all of us were at the airport. So we met together, and then we were meeting. The son had flew from Cameroon, and so that they be in London. So when I met the son, I said, "Hey, Carl, how are you, sir?" He said, "I'm doing well." I said, "Master, how Cameroon? Now tell me something about Cameroon." Hey, the guy was seriously trying to. So instantly, it was his first time meeting me. But guess what? We just became friends. Easily. Because I know that that's what he likes. So simple things like that. So, and then a few days afterwards, the mom called me and she said, well, how do you do to connect with people easily like that? Then I asked her a question. I said, do you remember when we met at the airport? She said, yes. Say, do you remember how I spoke to Carl? And he said, yes. He said, when I spoke to Carl, did you notice that I spoke to Carl in pidgin English? She said, yes. But do you remember that it was our discussion when you told me that Carl loves pidgin English? He said, oh, see. Listen to even the slightest thing that people say, the way they say it, both the spoken and the unspoken, because it carries a message. If you are keen enough, you will be a very great leader. Just tiny things that make all the difference. You are visiting a friend, and the friend just said, Chai, I like whatever. And they are just talking a story. You just say, oh, that is good. Thank you very much. Next day, you just show up with the thing. Yeah? Because that is it. Guess what? That friend won. How did you know that? I said, I heard you the other day. You were saying, so, wow. So, that person registers that. You see what I'm saying? So, when you live here today, be the person, the man and the woman that impacts the world. So, let me just pray for you because I'm a person of faith, right? So if you don't like prayer, you can just be like the duck and they say pouring water on the duck's back. Just do this. When I'm praying, just do this, right? All right. So let me pray for you. Lord Jesus, I thank you for this time that I spent with my brothers and my sisters. They want to be leaders just like you were. Father, put into them the spirit of leadership, because the Holy Spirit is a spirit of leadership. You said that when the Holy Spirit comes, he will lead us into all truth. He's a leader. Let the spirit of leadership come into our lives. Let him have his way. Let him teach us how to care for people, how to be trustworthy, and how to help people. Because he is a helper, let him help us to help others. Father, bless your people. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you. And may the Lord give you his peace. Peace that this world cannot give, and the peace that this world cannot take. The peace of God rest and abide with you even now and forever. And the people said, Amen. I love you. Thank you so much.